everyone, welcome back to the channel. Les Alex here for Impact, and we are live with round number 3. We've got Jeremy on Eldrazi, green Eldrazi, and we've got Keegan on Ruby Storm. A couple of months ago, Keegan won a RCQ here with this very, well, maybe not the exact same list, obviously, but with Ruby Storm. So a very solid, very good pilot with Ruby Storm. And Jeremy is a seasoned Eldrazi pilot. So this should be a pretty fun match. We got a Devour of Destinies, pregame effects, and then Jeremy's going to play Uggin's Lab with Devour of Destinies exiled to put down a Golgari signet. It's not a signet, but it's it taps for a colorless, and then you can either tap it for green or black. Meanwhile, Keegan is going to fetch up a Thundering Falls. That was a flashback of a previous week, so that was not from tonight. We do not have that technology just quite yet. But yeah, both these players are 2-0, so both fighting for the 3-0. And then we will have one more round tonight. Desperate Ritual. Oh my gosh, is he already going to be going for it? Holy moly. Alrighty, here we go. We are off to the races, it might appear. He's got a land. He drew another land, it looks like. Can't quite see his hand, though. Jeremy kicked back so far in his chair, he can't even see his face. Just a broad shoulder and that big old bountiful beard of his. Keegan plays Bloodstained Mire and just passes back. Yep. Can go to 19. So Eldrazi spawn inbound, Eldrazi Refurbisher. When it enters and dies, it makes an Eldrazi spawn token, and those spawn tokens can be sacrificed to create a colorless mana. Keegan going to sacrifice his Bloodstained Mire to get a Commercial District. I wonder what Keegan's kill con is here. Ruby Medallion. And here we go. Ritual. Up to 3 red. What else we got, Keegan? We're going for it, clearly. Jeremy is tapped out, so it's a good turn to go for it. Glimpse the impossible. Top 3. Grape Shot, Manamorphose, and Ren's Resolve. Okay, pretty good. Probably start with Ren's Resolve. Or, I'm sorry, yeah. Metamorphose. Make 2 red. Draw. And that is a Desperate Ritual. Friends Resolve. 1 red, 5 Storm. Oh my gosh. Has that been playing all night? That stinks. No, thanks for the heads up there, YRG. All right, here is Ral. Odds. Odds are winners for Keegan. So odds, he doesn't take a point in damage. Yeah, sorry about that. Holy smokes, that's been playing all night. That's kind of annoying. Top 8, and here we go. Keegan's probably at, I imagine he's going to find a way to win the game when you ultimate Ral. You typically win the game. Oh my gosh, and he's hitting. Those are exiled. These are free. Ritual not for free. One red, 1 blue. Okay, so that tells me that he is playing Thassa's Oracle in the sideboard. Wish for free. Wish and a land. Jeremy's saying, I'm pretty dead here. Yeah, grape shot, double grape shot. We've got 11 storm count. That is the game. Keegan gonna take it with Jeremy's help there. That's funny. That's really funny. So win gonna go to Keegan here. That was pretty fast. I'm sure. What's my BNR hot take? I guess One Ring's going to get banned. I don't know if that's a hot take. I guess it's a pretty cold take, but that's what I think is going to happen. That's what I think should happen. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. That was wild. That was wild. What's your BNR hot take? What's your BNR hot takes, chat? Or if you're watching on YouTube after the fact, let me know in the comments section what's your ban and restricted announcement hot takes. Thank you all so much for joining us. I don't even know how many we got watching tonight. Oh, okay. Decent little amount. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We've got one more round after this, so don't go anywhere. We're having a blast here. The One Ring. Wow, that is quite hot. That is quite the hot take. Ban the One Ring and Guide of Souls. Unban Ponder and Umezawa's Jitte. You hope they unban Grief? No. That would be terrible. Oh my gosh, that is a spicy take though, YRG. That's funny. Give you back scam? No. Negative Ghost Rider. That's not happening. Was that music like super loud? Like, could you even hear me? That's so upsetting. Yeah, Keegan storming off there kind of got a little too lost in the sauce. As he waves at us. What is with people looking directly at the camera right after I mention them tonight? Cruz did it earlier. Keegan doing it now. After Fury got banned, I played Esper Control with the Scarab God and Celestial Colonnade. Holy smokes, that's awesome. That's right up my alley. That's peak Modern right there. Yes, sir. A smidge loud but not unbearable. Yeah, that's upsetting. Hopefully, I'm going to listen back to it, and it's not going to be terrible. As both these players shuffle up, and we're getting ready. Live from the Impact Zone, brother. Let's take a look at everyone playing on this side of the room. People playing Draft. People playing Commander. What else we got? I know we got some people right down here playing some Pokemon. Oh, they clear out? Got some Warhammer action happening there, it looks like. Those guys are playing Commander. Some more Commander action. They're playing Commander. A lot of Commander happening tonight. Looks like these guys are starting to draw their sevens. It looks like Keegan got a mulligan. Alrighty, let's kick it down to the battlefield. This store is in Fairview Heights, Illinois, which is about 15 minutes from the Arch. So, more or less, it's in the St. Louis area. Mainboard Chalice because rhinos. Oh, that makes sense. I like that. Yeah, if you're in St. Louis or even close to St. Louis, it's definitely worth the trip because we've got 20,000 square feet of gaming space. We've got a LAN center. So if you want to play, PC games, got really nice gaming PC setup. Yeah, it's a good time. Near Denver. Well, you can hit up impactgamingcenter.gg, and you could be a part of the community that way. Help support the store. We just started in February of this year, so. Yeah, so early board or pregame effect, Leyline of Sanctity, gonna make Keegan's grape shots much worse. You have friends over there, probably potentially make a trip. Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, that'd be awesome. But yeah, impactgamingcenter.gg, we've got a great selection of Magic the Gathering singles. If you're looking for modern, standard, or even Commander staples, we have a ton of the mid to high tier stuff. Kind of the part of our inventory that is lacking a little bit is the low end stuff, like commons and uncommons. If you're trying to fill a deck out, that's going to be the part of our inventory that we just, unfortunately, just haven't been open long enough to really acquire those kinds of cards. So we got Mine for Jeremy, and we're cracking a fetch land here. Thundering Falls for Keegan. All right, back to Jeremy. Starting to fill up your binders for legacy decks. Oh, sick. Is there a lot of legacy out in Denver? There's a small group in like the Metro East, St. Louis Metro East area that play legacy still. We used to have a pretty awesome, pretty big community back in like 2013 era. Oh my gosh, so Keegan gonna do some things here. Blood Moon. Ugh, that's so good against Jeremy. That is a slobber knocker. A haymaker on turn 2 for Keegan. And that's going to definitely put a damper into Jeremy's game plan. In your area, we have travel south of Denver to win a duel tournaments. That's sick. We have CEDH win a duels quite often, and all of our RCQs are 1Ks. So we get a pretty decent turnout, like 35, 40 people for our win a duels and our RCQs. That's awesome. Love to hear about other regions' thriving Magic communities. It's good to hear. Keegan in the tank here. Yeah, Flame of Venor does not hit enchantments. That's what Keegan's trying to figure out here. Jeremy just playing land and go. RCQs are filled with ex-Pro Tour players and current Pro 2 players. Oh, nice. Who's some of the pros? That's awesome. I mean, not if you're trying to queue, I guess, but it's still kind of cool to see big name players at your local shops. Oh, wow. Higher than 1K, depending on the turnout. That's sick. Oh, Cedric Phillips, sure. Well, he's taking a job, I think, with... I think I read that. Taking a job with Wizards, so he probably won't be playing much anymore, at least on the RCQ scene. Matt Nass. Oh, dude, I love Matt Nass's decks. He plays such, like, weird combo decks that, like... Yeah, I love Matt Nass's decks. That Grinding Station, like Twiddlestorm deck. That's one of his magnificent concoctions. I think he's the lead of play design. Actually, he might even be the lead of like not organized play. That's Huey Jensen. I think he's the lead of play design. Yeah, just got hired like last week. Buddy Pewter. That's sweet. That's awesome. Oh wow, Matt Nass qualified for the RC at your local RCQ. Brood scale. That's sick. Brood scale deck. Oh wow, there's a Chalice of the Void 2 is pretty good. Well, there's some 2-drops, but Jeremy's going to steal this one, I think. Gonna have to do this hard mode, Keegan. Yeah, Chalice on 2 is really good, especially with the ley line. The ley line's not as good, but yeah, Chalice on 2. Pretty back-breaking, as you can see Keegan putting his head in his hands. Another Ugin's Labyrinth. It's just a mountain, though. Keegan saying, I would concede, but I still have an out. So I'm not sure what it is, but apparently it does exist. Does the Lantern player still play? That's how I found your YouTube channel. Yeah. He's actually. Are you talking about Lincoln? He's here tonight. I think he's playing Demir Mill. Funny enough. Yeah, he still plays here. He's on feature match almost every week. Not every week, but you know, pretty often. So we're kind of just trolleying along. Surgical extractor glimpse the impossible. I know the Flood Maw is a good one. Could bounce the Chalice. Needs to find an island. I don't even know how he would, unless he actually plays Island. I would doubt that Keegan would play actual factual Island. We're about to get to look through his deck, so let's see. Oh no, come on.
I think I took one out, so there should be one left. If I didn't already use it.
There's the glimpse.
It should be the last one because it runs through the deck.
Oh, Brotherhood's, okay, Brotherhood's End is away.
What is the side?
Yeah, I think Brotherhood's End kills artifacts, if I'm not mistaken. Destroy all artifacts, mana value 3 or less. Yes. So that would take care of the Chalice. It is quite awkward, though, that this Blood Moon that Keegan deployed is now stopping him from into the Flood Mawing Jeremy's Chalice. That's rough. So we've got an out. I don't blame Keegan for not conceding here. You're up a game. You've got time. There's no reason to not just play it out. Make Jeremy finally kill you. Judging by his body language, he didn't draw the Brotherhood's End. Because you just Brotherhood's End here and win the game, probably. I don't know if he's like thinking about his play or he's just like really upset. I've never seen Keegan. He's pretty chill dude, even when he loses. So him, Jeremy's just chilling. Like, I'd be like, "What's up? Like, what are you gonna do?" Looks like he's looking at his hand though, and he does pass. Here's the thing though with Jeremy. Lands are good draws here. So it's almost like Jeremy just doesn't have bad draws at this point. Jeremy's going to pass, though. Plays a mountain. And back to Jeremy. Pass back to Keegan. So Keegan has 8 cards in his hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he needed to discard last turn. If he just passes here, I'm gonna have to go out there and tell him to discard a card. We shall see, though. Got my headset off. I'm ready to. All right, he says pass. Hang tight, folks.
Oh, that's my hand. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. I totally forgot.
Yeah, he forgot that the revealed cards were in his deck. Pretty like innocent mistake, I think. But yeah, he's thinking that's what he does. 3 lizards in a trench coat. How's it going? Welcome on in. Yeah, you were counting too? Yeah, I was like, wait a second. Mountain. As badly as Keegan would like that. Oh, 1 ring inbound. I missed that.
No, I don't think it's anyway. You're going to draw 2? Yeah.
Draw 2. There's a mountain for Jeremy. Go to discard. Devour and Kozilek's command. That being said, if Keegan can draw Brotherhood right here, doesn't look like he did though. This 1 ring is going to take over this game though, absolutely. Jeremy takes 2 from the 1 ring. Another mountain. Trinisphere. Oh my God, that's gotta be the nail in the coffin. Although no, I guess Brotherhood in kills it. So that actually doesn't do anything. Yeah, since Brotherhood's end is his out, he actually doesn't care about that. Mountain. Mountain pass. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I wonder how long, if I'm sitting in Keegan's seat, do I ride this out? Because with the 1 ring, drawing so many cards every turn. And now he's got access to green. Like, this is going to go downhill for Keegan very, very quickly. Be insane if he didn't find another ring. Well, there it is. There you go. KS Mac. Oh yeah, good point.
Oh, you paid 3 for the house. Wow. So untap.
Alrighty. So we're rewinding a little bit, as you can see. Shout out to KS Mac. So he had to pay 3 for it, and then it would have gotten countered by Chalice of the Void because it's still 2 mana on the stack.
Yes, you played the second power play.
And now Keegan is rejuvenated. Yeah, we got it. Thank you, Mac. We appreciate that. I said Twitch chat is undefeated as I walked back to the booth. We appreciate it. I'm going to zoom out so I can actually see the Trinisphere. Oh, he found the Brotherhoods into the next play. Holy moly. And now Keegan is probably going to storm off and win the game right here. I got to imagine. Wow. What a turn of events. He manifested that, dude. What the heck? Ral, and here we go. He's at 19 life, too, so he's got some life to play with. Still all mountains, Keegan says. We don't have a pesky Trinisphere or Chalice of the Void, though. What a turn of events. Keegan's getting a little bit ahead of himself. He still needs to play tight, but my gosh, what an absolute turn of events. Manamorphose, that's great. We got to roll, though. Hold on. He's got to roll. Yeah, okay, he caught it. I was going to go out and tell him he's got to roll. Odds are good for Keegan. All right, cool. He hits an odd. Here's a ritual. Still got to roll. Odds are good. 6, take 1, go to 18. Ritual. 3, storm. 3, red. Gifting a fish. Bounce your ley line. He made a blue off the Manamorphose. It's a 1/1 fish. Yep. Oh, did he play One Ring? No, I imagine that he probably has Thassa's Oracle in the sideboard, maybe. I'm not sure though. But he's cooking. You can tell his demeanor. He's sitting up straight. He's vibing right now. Sacrifice a Eldrazi spawn. Past in Flames trigger. 17. Down to 16 because he bricked. Manamorphose. In response, Pyretic. 3, he doesn't take damage. Transform in, goes to 8. Hate Ruby Storm, but gotta root for him based on that earlier board state. I like Ruby Storm, and I like Keegan. I like Jeremy, too. Both of these guys are regulars here, so I have no, I have no mouse in this race. But that being said, that was a pretty awesome draw, and just multiple turns of going draw go. This would be pretty cool finish to this game. So ultimating Ral here. We've got 8 storm and 6 red. Commercial District's going to be a brick, and that's that. Wow, not a great one, but still has some hits. Obviously Flame of Anor. Flame of Anor going to draw 2. All this getting casted for free, so he doesn't need the blue mana. I would have probably Rin's Resolved first. That way, if you hit, well, I was going to say hit Ral, you could get both sides of the Flame of Anor. Keegan saying, I still got to find the win con, so Here's a ritual. That's where his choke point is eventually going to be. Is going to be the mana. Manamorphose. He does have the second, quote unquote, second graveyard too. Zoom out. I wonder if he is aware of the Ring of Protection. Has to be either Empty the Warrens or Thoracle. No, there's the, I forget the name of the card, but there's like a damage can't be prevented. Take an extra turn after this one. Or something like that. I forget what the name of the card is. But they sideboard it, and they could typically wish for it. Wish Grape Shot. Yeah, so that's what he just said. Wish Grape Shot. But that was a big mistake right there. Because again, his choke point here is mana. And he's wasting 2, 3 mana here, and that could end up mattering. Can't target it. He could pick the fish over and over and over again. Let me go out there. Hey.
Yeah.
Here to help.
Yeah.
So obviously,
I can't target him. So, to any target. So I'll choose the lemon. It has to be me. It has to be a creature or player. There's not all of those. I'll tell you, you're not dead. The fish! Yes. Oh my gosh, the fish. Otherwise you were dead. Got it.
18 targets go.
The fish. I totally forgot about the fish. I need a fish token. That's insane. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. He's gonna have the land. I'm almost sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and I need to use that mana. This is at 0 and 9. Yeah. So yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and vicious.
Alrighty. So he had a legal target. He wish Grape Shot. I spoke with Jeremy. He's like, I'll just tell him. There's a fish on the battlefield. So he targeted all 18 copies of Grape Shot to the fish so that he wouldn't kill himself. He does have an Alchemist Gambit in the sideboard, along with Empty the Warrens. Alchemist Gambit was the card I was talking about, and I'm going to show it here on screen so that we all know what it does. It's got Cleave. Take an extra turn after this one. During that turn, damage can't be prevented. Exile Alchemist Gambit. Now he's got to find mana, he says. Oh my gosh, what an amazing roller coaster. It wasn't pretty, but I think Keegan's going to get there. And he's got the Alchemist, or Artist talent, rather.
No, it's a trigger. It's a trigger.
Next one, fried fish. Yeah, it was. Yeah. So he needs to empty the Warrens right now. And then Alchemist Gambit. And then on his next turn, kill Jeremy with infinity billion goblin tokens. Past in Flames responding to Past in Flames. Ooh, Surgical Extraction, the Wish. It looks like Keegan is... Okay, so now his game plan is to play the Empty the Warrens and hope that Jeremy doesn't have a way to get rid of him. My gosh, what an absolute crazy, phenomenal, beautiful game of Magic the Gathering this has been. And I don't mean from a technical standpoint. So if you're watching on YouTube, I don't want to see the hateful Keegan stinks comments. Keegan's a great player. He got a little carried away. He's won an RCQ. Like, he's a very good player. He just got a little carried away here. But this has been fun. Renzuzov. What I wonder if I didn't look all the way through his sideboard. If he has he might have a Thassa's Oracle, so he might be trying to just deck himself and then Wish. Oh, he's trying to draw 1, discard 0. Oh my gosh. I should have looked all the way through his deck. I guess he's going to empty the Warrens here. He doesn't have... Yeah, he has 1 Wish. 56 goblins here. That Wish resolves. Holy smokes. Take 1. Down to 9. Jeremy's got to find a way to deal with these 56 goblins, or else the game will end on Keegan's next turn. I guess he could find another 1 ring. That would be a way around it. I'm not sure what's in his hand. Yeah, Oblivion Stone. Oh my god, dude. That would be so brutal. I don't think these decks typically play that anymore, but all his dust is... Oh, another ring. Yeah, that's a thing. Ringing into ring. It don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring, baby. Holy smokes. So Keegan's going to have to wait another turn cycle. Vexing Boggle. No more free spells for you, Keegan. And, oh, well, he discards it. He sacrifices it immediately. Just trying to rip through his deck. Maybe he is looking for an All His Dust. All His Dust would be a very clean answer. Unfortunately, Jeremy not in the position to just ring into ring into ring. It will keep him alive for several turns or whatever, but ultimately not going to be able to do it. These 56 goblins will finally be able to attack eventually. So an All His Dust is probably, I would imagine, what Jeremy's looking for. So, okay. And Keegan doesn't have many cards left in his library, so... Ruby Medallion. Gonna play Ral. I like it. Pass turn. Okay, here we go. This is for all the marbles. Can he find a ring or an All His Dust? Down to 8. He can draw 2 cards off ring. Let's see. I didn't quite get a good look. Forest. He finds the forest that he's been looking for this entire game. Keegan exclaiming, "Oh my God, no." This is insane. What a game of Magic. I love this game. How many cards are left in your library? Keegan laughs. Jeremy says, "No, I'm serious." Does he have a way to exile or make Keegan draw cards? That would be so funny. There's the green mana being utilized. Wow. What a game. Kozilek's command can force him to Keegan to draw? Holy smokes, that would be insane. Wait, he can't cast. He cannot cast K command because it's wingding. He doesn't have any colorless mana. They're all mountains. Yeah, he doesn't have access to colorless mana. World Breaker. Oh, he's gonna exile the Blood Moon. He'll have access to Wingding, and yeah, that's gonna be problematic for Keegan now. This is game 2, folks. He's got Infinity Billion mana. Keegan's counting. Oh my gosh, does he not have it? Jeremy might not have it here. I can't see his hand. He's got 43,000 cards in his hand. Does he not have the Kozilek's command? How many goblins you got? 56, says Keegan. That's a lot of goblins. And he's got a Ral, which Ral does have power and toughness and attacks for 2. That would be the block, I would imagine. And a Ral, just to be clear. Look at that. Good guy, Keegan. 10 mana. Oh, he's... Oh, target player scries X, then draws a card. Draws 1 card. That would not be enough because Keegan has 3 cards left in his library. So that would not be enough to force him to draw through his deck. Digging for all his dust. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not sure if he even has all his dust, to be honest, but it is a card that Eldrazi Tron quite frequently plays. But he's created 8 Eldrazi Scions here. And I don't think his turn's over yet either. What a game of Magic the Gathering. This has been insane. Oh. 4, is that a Karn, the greatest of creators? Go to 5, so... One ring. Wow. So here we go again. Oh my gosh. Keegan cannot believe it. Chaining one ring into one ring into one ring. What a game of Magic the Gathering. Pass to you. 2 cards left in Keegan's library now. Kozilek's Command's still not going to do it, though, for Jeremy.
I think they're better just being on the board. I don't know. Yep, protection for everything.
Pass turn back to Jeremy. This is quite a pivotal turn here. Urza's Tower for land for turn. Can't see anything in Jeremy's hand other than some lands. We're going to draw 2. Mine and Surgical Extraction, that's not going to be relevant here. He needs to find a way to get rid of all these tokens. I don't know how many rings I think he's played all 4 rings. Multiple Kozilek's Commands would do it. What a game. Glaring Flesh Raker? Is that the name of this? There it is. Exile. Probably, yeah, Rouse the best thing here. I don't know, man. This is crazy. Sowing Mycospawn? Down to 1. Doesn't matter, they're all mountains. Does he have another? So if he has another creature, it's going to do it. Wow. Trinisphere. Holy smokes. What a game. Jeremy going to pick up game number 2. I am going to give them, they're talking about like an extension. I'm going to give them, because I took a little bit longer to get them started, I'm going to give them a 4-minute extension. That was insane. That was a crazy, crazy game of Magic the Gathering as they get set up for game number 3 here. 1 ring, 4 rings in a row. That was insane. All right, I'm going to go tell them they've got a 4-minute extension, and then we will get started with game 3 here in round 3.
I'm sorry, dude. I wish
Alrighty. So they have a 4-minute time extension. However, that being said, it's already started, obviously, because time was called just a couple of minutes ago. Wow, what a game. So they have about 2 minutes and 17 seconds, and I will be able to shout out to them. So there's a ley line of sanctity off the rip. That's very good for Jeremy, especially in in a game that is likely going to go 2 turns. Surveil, and then you can go ahead and go. Drown Jungle, back to Keegan. So he has his green and his blue mana. Keep it on top, draw. And I will go 1:38 left, folks. These players are going to be playing Talisman of Curiosity, so nothing but green and blue mana available. Oh, did he miss a land drop? Wow. Oh, no, Keegan. Hate to see it in this way. There's Flesh Raker. Oh, my gosh. He's bricking again. I think Keegan might have kept just because they were under pressure to get the game started. This is going to be a 1-ring. Take 1 point of damage. Down to 16, draw 1. And both players are playing. And that's worst case scenario. Keegan is just stuck on 1 land with probably a suite of awesome cards in his hand. Flesh Raker, trigger. Just 2 total. Glaring Flesh Raker. Wow. Wowie wow. That is time in the round. This is turn 0. All right. So this is turn 0 here. You're going to take 9, and that's going to be it. Jeremy going to win. Oh, my gosh. What a comeback. Holy moly. That was insanity. Holy smokes, everybody. That was a great, not from a technical standpoint, but just a very exciting game. Again, if you are watching on YouTube, please don't throw any shade at the players. Both these guys are good players. As I said, Keegan has won a RCQ, and Jeremy's just very, very solid, very good player. But that was a very fun match to watch. Don't go anywhere. We've got another round. If you're watching live, if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Make good vibes in the comments, please. Good vibes. I'm Les Alex. We will be back next round or next video, depending on where you're watching me. Hit up ImpactGamingCenter.gg for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And I will see you on the other side of this quick ad break as we flip this round over.
It was correct. I did the correct amount of damage. It was just hard to calculate. You have multiple Flesh Rakers. It was just really a lot of stuff. Well,